Hey everyone, Drew Creekmer here, Wealth Advisor with Creekmer Wealth. Hope you all are doing well. In today's 5-minute finances, we want to dive into cryptocurrencies and start opening the lid on this topic that has a ton of interest and is starting to have some possible application to your overall finances. And over the last year, we've seen a massive increase in just people actually owning cryptocurrencies and interest in general in what exactly is crypto and what in the world can I do with it. And about 1 in 7 Americans currently own a cryptocurrency at this point in time, with about 50% of those people having bought their first crypto in the last year. And so clearly there is a high demand. Now, is that a short-term blip where people were at home during the pandemic and they had some extra money from the government and they decided to, I'm going to drop it into crypto as a lottery ticket? Time will tell, but it is interesting to see just the massive influx in people being curious. And we've been receiving a lot of questions, which is why we want to start bringing more resources to you as our clients and individuals that we work with on a regular basis to help provide further education as to what exactly cryptocurrencies are, what is the blockchain, what is Bitcoin or Ethereum, and how does this apply to me if it does apply at all. And so high level overview, there's at this point in time, two primary cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum or Ether. Bitcoin is considered to be the blue chip cryptocurrency. It has a limited supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins available for purchase. Since there's a limited supply, obviously that has the potential to create an extremely valuable store of value. Many people consider Bitcoin to be quote unquote internet gold and a better hedge versus inflation than what physical metals may be. And so that's Bitcoin. Now, at this point in time, there are not a ton of actual uses for Bitcoin where you can go and buy goods and services. However, we are starting to see greater adoption, both at the company level and at the government level. Recently, a number of companies in Central and South America actually designated Bitcoin as legal tender, which means that people can use it to actually purchase goods and services. Additionally, we have massive companies and banks, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Visa, PayPal, Square, that are providing access to cryptocurrencies. At that level of adoption, we really need to pay attention to what exactly these cryptos are. So that's Bitcoin. It's considered to be kind of the blue chip cryptocurrency. The second largest crypto in terms of market cap is a network called Ethereum, and their actual crypto is called Ether. And what Ethereum is it's a platform where people can develop applications and other cryptocurrencies on top of it. And the world is essentially governed using Ether. And so that is the second largest crypto that many people consider to be the potential portal to Web 3.0. For those of you who are not super tech savvy as to what that is, just realize that right now we are in what is called Web 2.0. Now we have this current internet state that is opened up to us via cloud computing and Amazon Web Services and Google with shared hardware space. And so Web 3.0 will be an evolution of the current internet and the possible applications of the internet into our daily lives. And some people see Ethereum as that portal or platform to help develop that. And so if you were buying Ethereum, you would essentially be saying, hey, I'm betting on the disruption of the current internet and how it is used in our daily lives. And so I want to have broad diversification to all the things that may be built on top of the Ethereum network. And so that's Bitcoin and Ethereum from a high level. Now let's get to the big question. Should you go out and buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies? Right now, those are still highly speculative assets, and they aren't assets that you can easily use or exchange for goods and services. And so if you were purchasing these cryptocurrencies, you would essentially be buying something that has the potential to lose value and lose value very quickly. Both are very historically volatile. Bitcoin has actually seen a decrease in value of over 80% in a very short period of time. So this is an asset that if you are going to purchase it, you should not be putting large sums or a large percentage of your net worth into it. However, if you are an individual who's comfortable with risk and you understand technology and what these tools are, this may be something that could be right for you to have some exposure to. Now, does that mean you should go out and buy Bitcoin? The answer is maybe. Maybe not. You need to be very comfortable with technology in general and how it operates to actually securely purchase cryptocurrencies and not expose yourself to risk. And secondarily, you need to make sure that this fits into your overall financial plan. You can't just go out and buy Bitcoin or Ethereum inside of your IRA or retirement plan through your employer. So maybe you need to consider having exposure to companies like Square, PayPal, inside of your accounts. And many of our clients do. That's why we own mobile processing ETFs that are made up of all the companies that have exposure to this space. And this is a way for us to gain exposure to the further disruption of the internet without taking on a ton of excessive risk. So what I would encourage you to do as a starting point is to get educated. Figure out what cryptocurrencies are. Learn about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Learn about the stores of value and about the technology behind these tools so you can make an informed decision. And then second, once you have learned about it, and if you want some more information or you're just kind of confused about how this applies to you, give us a call. Reach out to a trusted advisor who's knowledgeable about what's going on and can provide you resources to help you learn about these tools that are out there, about the disruption in the currency and internet space that we are seeing. If this video brought up a question for you, don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to chat with you about these topics and how they best can help you achieve your financial goals.